Hello everybody, my name is Duckymetric, and today I'm going to show you how to get that really cool drone chase cam. So the first thing we have to do is change the camera to chopper. So hit the up arrow and we get this whole list. Chopper might be in a different part here, just depending on the track, but we want to make sure that we have the chopper camera selected. The next thing we're going to do is hit Control F12, and this opens up our camera menu. And I know there's a lot of settings in here, we're only going to use 4 things. So the first thing that we're going to do is change the aim type. It might be at car. We are going to want at group. So change the aim type to at group. The other 3 things that we're going to use are the static field of view. This is basically just the zoom. And we want the X and Z offsets. So in this case, what we're doing here is changing the X and Z offset. And what these are the relation of the camera to the car. So the X controls the camera to car, and the Z controls the camera to ground. So obviously, if we want that really cool drone chase footage, we need to drop the Z axis quite a bit. I'll just take that 3 out and make this a 5. And that drops us down pretty low. Now, with a pretty large X offset, we are quite a ways away from the car. And so this is why there's no true, perfect number for this. So you're going to have to play with this and figure out what is working best for you and the track. So if your camera is further away from the car, you get a lot more movement. You get a lot more of different angles and everything. So it looks pretty cool, but you can have an issue where the camera is clipping through objects and that doesn't look as good. So I'm going to try... we're just going to try a 10. So we're going to bring the camera really close at a 10. And this is a good distance, but the drone is, or the camera rather, is too high for my liking. So I'm going to change this 5 on the Z axis to 2, and that's going to drop the height down quite a bit. So now at this angle, we've got good height. We've got a good distance from the cars. It looks like it's, kind of flying around behind the cars, but they are a little further away, and I would like them to fill more of the frame. So we'll go to static field of view, and we'll just drag the slider until we're happy. I'll press space to hide the UI, and now we've got a pretty cool zoomed in drone point of view. Now again, like I said, these numbers are not specific. These will not work every time. This is just kind of what I'm playing with to figure out what works for me. I use this camera angle quite a bit, so I can find some pretty good numbers right off the bat. But for your whatever your replay you're working with, try 10 and 2 first, and then just adjust from there. Sometimes if you go too close to the cars, you can get a lot of hopping. So I will show you, like if we change this to a 5. We'll fast forward here to the big uphill S's. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a bouncing effect. There it is. So that's because the camera is too close to the car on too much of an elevation change. So I'll just change this back to the 10. And that hopping is gone. So again, we want to make sure that we are on the chopper camera. Change the aim type to at group. The X offset changes the relation, the distance of the camera to the car. The Z changes the distance of the camera to the ground. And static field of view is just basically our zoom. And that's pretty much all you need. So enjoy the drone POV. Make some cool videos, and if this helped, if you like this, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.